Hey guys, so my name is Daniel and I am on Amtrak and I'm heading back home to Williston, North Dakota. And I just wanted to report something I had just witnessed on the Amtrak train. So I was sleeping and I woke up to a lady sitting across from me that was heading towards Williston. She's an older woman named Kathy Mita. You can find her on Facebook. It's Meta, Kathy with a K. And so I witnessed this lady in a conversation with the conductor of the Amtrak train. And so what happened was they had just picked her up on a stop. I don't exactly know what stop it was that we picked her up at, but it was Grand Forks where they dropped her off. Now it's a really shitty day. It's raining out. It's not very nice. In Grand Forks, if you know anything about Grand Forks, the train station is literally in the middle of a field. There's nothing around the area that I could see, for miles, as far as hotels, gas stations, hospitals, or anything like that. Or if the lady wanted to go and walk someplace to get some food or something. Anyways, at least that's I could see from just looking around. It was in the middle of the field. So basically, you dump this lady off in the middle of nowhere to fend for herself, and she's an elderly woman. So here's the thing, right? So she had a credit card, but she didn't have cash. Now, so they didn't have time to stop the train for the lady to obviously go someplace and get a taxi cab to a bank or a corner store or something like that. So now, but she had a credit card. And the thing is, my problem I'm having here is knowing that we have all of these different ways of paying online, cryptocurrency, you got banking, you got all kinds of ways to do business transactions, but this Amtrak train, which goes from one side of the country to the other, can't figure out a way for people to pay besides cash. I mean, the world is going into a place where it's going to be a cashless society. Here, Amtrak still doesn't have Venmo, PayPal, any of these electronic Bitcoin or any way to pay besides cash. And it's ridiculous. Anyways, I think this lady should sue Amtrak for damages, emotionally, physically, mentally, because it's not right what they just did to this woman, because she didn't have the cash to pay Amtrak. And I would have given her the money, but I didn't. I just spent all my money on a train ticket to get back home in an emergency situation on the train. Wasn't expecting to have to take the train, but anyways, that's my situation, and I want people to know how shitty the service was here today on Amtrak, where they just dumped this woman out in the middle of nowhere. It's horrible. It's repulsive. It's unconscionable that they would just dump this woman. Literally, look at this place. There's nowhere. You're looking. This is pretty much what this lady walked off the train to. Nothing. And I'm going to write an article, I'm going to write a blog about this, because I think Amtrak needs to change their ways. You just can't do this to people. I mean, hell, that's just ridiculous. Somebody needs to be held accountable for this. if not monetarily, at least they need to be taken to the woodshed and getting a big fucking whack on their ass for treating somebody like this. Horrible. At least you could have waited and put this lady off at a place where it was a bigger town where she could at least walk across the street and go to a fucking gas station and buy a donut for breakfast. But no, you just kick her off in the middle of fucking nowhere, you assholes. Anyways, that's enough of my rant, but check out studio1776.com. That's where I'm going to write a blog about this, and I'm going to send it to the governor, lieutenant governor, the mayor of Grand Forks, the mayor of Williston, because this is bullshit. They shouldn't be able to treat people like this and get away with it.